9 p.m. And I'd like to make a motion that no actions or votes were taken in executive session.
So moved.
So moved.
Motion by Nicole, second by Al. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, Chair votes aye, motion passes 5-0. Just want to make sure Yashu is covered.
Let's stay safe.
Okay,
I want to get back in.
Oh, jeez.
item number 13, discussion and take possible action on administrators' contracts. I move to accept the successor collective bargaining agreement reached by the negotiation between the town of Seymour and the Seymour Administrators Local 818 of Council 4, covering the period from July 1st, 2013 through July 1st, 2015.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Nicole, second by Al. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes aye, motion passes 5-0. Thank you very much, everyone. That's one down and 3 to go. Okay, item number 14, appointments. We have a few appointments. Number 1, Nicole Clares Dietrich, Seymour High School Athletic Field Committee. Its appointment until completion. Can I have a motion to do so?
So moved.
Motion by Al, second by Karen. Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained?
Abstain.
Chair votes aye, motion passes 4-0-1. Please note, this is Claire's Dietrich's abstention. Pete Ciamperi, Board of Fire Commissioners, it is a reappointment for a 3-year term, expires 11/11/2017. Can I have a motion to do so?
So moved.
Motion by Nicole,
Second.
second by Al. Just under discussion, Pete is the Board of Selectmen's appointment to the Board of Fire Commissioners. Pete has served us very well for the last several years, so he's certainly worthy of going back on. So, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Chair votes aye, motion passes 5-0. Sean Stramello, Recreation Commission, it's a reappointment for a 2-year term, expires 11/16/2016.
So moved.
Motion by Karen, second by Paul. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, chair votes aye, motion passes 5-0. Next item on the agenda, item number 15, tax refunds and abatements. Nicole.
October 30th, 2014, Board of Selectmen from the tax collector. The following overpayments of tax payments in total of $1,472.24 need to be approved for refund in accordance with the provisions of Section 12-129 of the Connecticut General Statutes, dated at Seymour, the 30th day of October, 2014, Dana Flock, Tax Office.
Thank you very much. Can I have a motion to accept the tax collector's report as presented?
So moved.
Motion by Karen, second by Al. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, chair votes aye, motion passes 5-0. Item number 16, transfers. We have no transfers this evening. Item number 17, under correspondence, we have a few. We have a letter from our town planner, Robert Looker, regarding the 824 referral on our road program, which, as we all know, last night passed overwhelmingly, which is certainly a good sign for everyone.
God.
We also have a letter which I will read into the record, and this is from the Office of the Town Clerk. It says, "Dear Kurt, as per state statute, section 7-19, I hereby appoint Leanna Staferi as Assistant Town Clerk with an effective date of December 1st, 2014. So congratulations to Leanna.
Congratulations.
Leanna's taken on her own time to become a certified town clerk. She completes her coursework on December 1st, 2014. She'll take her final test at some point in the spring. Sue came to me and suggested that we promote, I guess for lack of a better term, Leanna to Assistant Town Clerk. Warren and I talked it over, and now with Sue, and Sue had the privilege of doing it, so well-deserved. You're very welcome.
Good job.
It's one of our better hires. So, we also have a letter from Patrick Stanek, who is resigning from the Seymour Recreation Commission due to other commitments with work. So we thank him for his service. And we also have the check registers as well. So that covers all of our correspondence. Number 18, public comment. Is there any public comment?
Is there any public?
Any public comment? I'll ask one last time, is there any public comment? That clock stopped.
It's
anyway.
dead. Done.
Hearing no public comment, we
Done.
will go to item number 19, Selectmen's public comment. Karen?
Okay, first of all, I'd like to express my deepest and sincerest sympathy and condolences to the family of Nina Poeta, whose illness and death has had a profound effect on this entire community. I also want to compliment the faculty and staff of Seymour High School. I was called into work on Monday as they weren't sure what the reaction would be and what the absences would be and the teachers' reactions. And I witnessed a staff that is incredibly trained to deal with this. It's certainly not the first time Seymour High School has been through this. And as a teacher of 35 years, I have been through this more times than I care to remember. And while we all pray that this won't happen again anytime soon, just know that your staff has done a remarkable job and will continue to do a compassionate and professional job with regard to this situation.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. On Sunday, after Seymour Lumber came to the ground, I met Principal Freund and several of the teachers in preparation. We essentially opened the school for about 10 hours or so to allow students and parents, anyone from the community to come in. And, you know, I couldn't agree with Karen more. The staff was exceptional. There was 15, 16 teachers and staff members there to greet the kids, sit with the kids, work with the kids. It was a great thing to see our community come together like that. So
I'd also like to compliment, not to cut you off, I'm sorry.
No, please.
But I'd like to compliment the Seymour Police. I was there on Monday, and there were, as you can imagine, there were many people trying to come up that driveway. And they had a car stationed at the bottom of the driveway to stop Channel 8 from coming up. And then they selectively let other people to the memorial midway up the driveway. And I thought they did a great job. I really did. So, also, I would like to thank Mr. Miller for a wonderful ceremony on October 30th at the dedication of the Pollock Bypass and Park. I would also like to publicly thank your dad, Carl Miller, for working so hard to get the stone memorial installed at 7:30 in the morning before the 10 o'clock ceremony. The Pollock family was thrilled with the memorial and with the entire ceremony, so I really want to thank you.
Oh, no, the credit on the stone goes to you and Rory. I mean, you guys are the two that got that put together. It's not fully fastened, so please don't anybody lean on it.
No, I know.
It'll come over, but, no, but, you know, my father was a little neurotic about that. We didn't think we'd get it in. When he said there's a chance, we got very lucky and it all just kind of fell into place.
And I thought DEEP did a really nice job, too, with the ceremony.
You know, I think your husband's comments kind of hit it right on the head. It was
Yeah.
3 different types of government operations worked very well together to get that all done. So it was certainly a nice trade. And like I said, I was the guy lucky enough to take the ball from the 2 over the goal line. So I had the easy part. All the heavy lifting was done well before I got there. So
And lastly, I would like to congratulate the town of Seymour for its role in the demolition of the biggest eyesore, as referenced by the Valley Gazette.
Yeah, I was going to bring that in
Today. I had it in my briefcase, and I said, no, I better not. Seymour Lumber, let's work to see that the best possible development of the property benefits the town. Okay, and again, I think the ball is now in our court.
yes, I actually met with Mr. Koch yesterday. He came in and we had a conversation. Taxes are all fully paid, so the property is completely up to date. Everything came down, so property is in good shape, and they are looking forward to actively marketing the property.
Now, the only other thing I wanted to ask for was, at our last meeting, when I asked for a ruling about the blight ordinance with regard to the discretion by our blight officer with regard to the collection of fines, you had asked Rich to rule on that, and...
Oh, I'll check with him and have something emailed
Okay,
out.
thank you.
I know he was looking into it,
Okay,
so,
thanks.
and we just flip-flopped because of this. I don't think we needed to have both Rich and Warren.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah, so that's not a problem.
No, I just, for future reference.
Yeah, no. Brooke, could you just make a note, send Rich a, thank you for reminding us, Karen.
Sure.
Paul?
Well, certainly, I've been doing a lot of thinking over the last few days of all the things that have gone on in this community over the past months with the dedications and the deaths and all that stuff. And I got to say, I agree with everyone here that the community handled all this stuff well. There are certainly many highs, many lows. I mean, as Kurt alluded to, going to the Hall of Fame dinner on Saturday night and then getting up Sunday morning and hearing that, Nina had passed. That certainly is, going from a real high to a real low in a very short. But I think our community handled everything well. I'm very proud of our community. And it reached out to more than just our community. When you look at the donations that came in and that sort of thing, coming in from all over, and people were touched all over. And just, it makes you really proud that, we do have the community that we have. And you kind of reflect on all that stuff when this stuff happens.
Mhm.
And it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I think we've really shown quite a bit lately. And then with the committee for the turf at the high school, I'd expressed that I would like to be on that. I'd like to be considered if someone drops off, you need an alternate or something like that. I'm still interested in helping out and
I'm
whatever.
sure we can appoint alternates there, right? Yeah, well, there we go.
Yeah, I mean, I am interested in, as we go forth, I would,
Rourke, can you do that? Add to appointments for the next meeting?
thank you. Sure. Okay, I'm good. And we did more than 4 days. I know I did. I know I did.
Has to go in the comments, right?
For the record.
For the record.
Thank you, Paul, for jumping in.
And it wasn't just Friday.
That's right.
Some Sunday mornings were really nice to be on here too, I'll tell you.
And I would also like to comment on, the sadness of Nina Pueto passing, and I'd like to send my deepest sympathy to all her family and friends. And I'm so proud to be part of this community that we've come together, and other communities, as Karen and Paul have said, to help support emotionally and financially this family. It's so sad that this had to happen. I know there was a candlelight vigil tonight up at the high school. It was from 6 to 8, I believe, so it was
Yes.
nice to see that they did that for everybody. We're also glad we started our weekly trash and recycling pickup. I see cans out all over, so this is great that we're finally doing this as a community. It's nice to have the weekly service, and we're doing our part to recycle more people. Recycling, right?
Yes, recycling, I'm green.
You're very green.
Great.
I was unable to attend the opening of the Paul Pollock Fish Bypass and Park. I heard it was a great ceremony. Everybody did a great job. It's beautiful to see this is more, people can see what Seymour offers. It'll bring some people into our area. I think that's great also. I would like to thank the town for voting yes to our long overdue road improvement project. I think those are some funds that we're definitely in need of, and fixing our roads is very important. I went up to Patton Avenue today, and it looks nice. I drove up and down it, and my car didn't fall apart, so it was nice to be feeling nice and smooth. And Seymour Lumber, great to see that finally coming down. It's, as Karen and everybody says, it's been an eyesore for a while, so now we can move forward and hopefully get something nice in that spot. Thank you.
Certainly. Just along the lines of the bond issue, met with Jim Galligan today. He's working on the cost flow sheet, which will be good. Tony reached out to Dick Theveridge at William Blair to start the bond process. So we want to get everything in place so we're able to start breaking ground as soon as possible in the spring to have all these roads completed by June or July at the latest. So, Al?
Good. Everybody said everything that's had to be said. I have a poor colleague whose son is dealing with the same issue that the Pueto family and struggled with, so it's difficult. And I'm glad that lumber company site is now cleaned up also. So.
Okay.
So,
Well, any other apologies you'd like to make to me? Or are we good?
Nope.
No? All right. So since Al doesn't want to apologize, Karen, how about you? Any mean cracks towards me? Okay, assuming none.
Are you going to apologize to me?
Absolutely not. Nobody's apologizing to me. I'm not apologizing to you. With that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn at
Second.
8:23 PM.
She's not here.
If Al didn't change the clock, you would've had the fastest. You
I
would've had
know.
10 after 6.
I
10
tried.
after
Yeah.
I tried.
That would have a great meeting.
That
You know, I
thing
would've
is- that
told
thing has
Warren. I
been
said,
stuck
Warren,
between
sorry, you weren't
7
here.
and 6.
That's right.
It's struggling.
All right, so 8:23, that was Al, second by,
No, it was
No, it was
Nicole.
oh, Nicole.
Me.
Second by Karen.
Second by Karen.
I tried
All in
to
favor?
follow you,
Aye.
Marie.
Opposed?
Aye.
Abstained? That chair votes aye, motion passes 5-0. Close the meeting, 8:23 PM.